Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video, and this marks the halfway point of Season 21. This is War number 6, and this is a big war, man. I have 8 fights, one of them being the final boss, 2 mini bosses on the final mini island, and the final boss is a 6-star rank 3 thing. Last war, we fought a rank 5 thing, and it came down to the wire. It was a close fight. And now I gotta fight a rank 3 one. So this is an action-packed war, man. Definitely the most fights I've had all season. And so up first here, we're starting on path number 6. We got a Mojo. And if you guys have been watching these war videos, you know, Mojo, if we can stun him, he is just Human Torch food, man. He is just food for my Human Torch. Like, look at that. 19 hits. It's so easy. I didn't even have to use the pre-fight ability there. Like, it's ridiculous. So next up here we have a Mole Man. Now, I was a little bit worried about this fight because, you know, we died to Mole Man last time, which was extremely unfortunate. Just made one little error, and we took 3 hits, and all of them crit, and we got destroyed. So, you know, Mole Man, he's the skilled Corvus. He's so powerful. So today, you know, I came in prepared, and we're using Doom here. So with Dr. Doom, man, really, I'm just gonna be blocking a whole bunch. You know, here I actually know how Mole Man works, or his abilities a bit more, so I'm just gonna assume he's gonna shrug off my debuffs while he has that green icon active for the monster mass. But as soon as he goes into frenzy, he can't shrug off your debuffs. So now I know that I can parry freely. But yeah, I'm not able to do the full Doom cycle on this fight because it has a power alternator, which there's a little timer under Mole Man's health bar there, which basically, when it expires, if I have more power than Mole Man, I get drained, and it redistributes my power between both of us. It's very weird. So yeah, I'm just gonna really just throw my specials when I can if I don't want to lose my power. This node also has power focus 1, so he's going to gain increased power gain rate under 1 bar, but then minus 80% above 1 bar. So, you know, I can really just lay into him when he's above 1 bar. Not really have to worry. I'm going to just block, really just hide behind my block. You know, I'm Doom. My block efficiency is pretty fat. My armor rating's high. So I can just take a beating in my block and not really have to worry. And yeah, we finished that fight with 91%. It's very fun to bring Doom to Alliance War. I haven't done it in a while, and it's nice. You just block everything. It's great. So yeah, first 2 fights went great. And then here we have the mini boss here for the middle lanes, and it's an Ebony Maw. And so heavy hitters on this node, which is kind of annoying. You know, Ebony Maw, the whole thing with him is that it's difficult to parry him, and the heavy hitter, it makes it so that you can't punish his heavy attack. So, you know, that's the idea behind this placement. But I can reparry, so it's really no big deal. And I actually asked the guy on path 4 to leave the link up. It has a long distance relationship, so what that's going to do is it's just going to apply some weakness debuffs to me, which is great. That's just free willpower healing. And I actually misread the node. Actually, I thought it was where I needed to throw a special to reset the charges or whatever, or he'd get Fury, but that's not this node. It's just if I get a certain amount of debuffs, he get the Fury or something, which is no big deal. Here, I accidentally push him to 2 bars of power, but it's okay. I'm just going to block it. No big deal. I can take some block damage here. We're also getting some willpower healing from the Falter debuff that he's applying, and also more healing from that weakness. And we come out of there with 95% health. I regened a bunch from willpower in that fight, and it went great. So another fight down, boom, perfect. So section 1 went great. I just had a 30% boost and actually used it to run a whole round of arena. So I made a really good use of that boost. And then I didn't have to boost again until I can do all the rest of my fights this war. So I boost up one last time, boost up pretty big. Here now we're on path number 8, and we have an Emma Frost. So I saved my pre-fight ability for this fight specifically, because Emma Frost in her diamond form is immune to Incinerate, but she's not immune to Nova Flames, because nothing in this game is immune to Nova Flame, which is great. It's one of the reasons why I love Human Torch so much. And yeah, the only annoying thing here is Emma Frost is a stubborn defender, unfortunately. So every time I dex, she's going to be applying, she's going to go passively indestructible. And unfortunately, Human Torch isn't a defensive character, so he doesn't build up any of those destructible charges. But that's okay. I just have to, you know, take a block to every now and again. Right there, parried one of her special hits just to gain a smolder, just to help my incinerates a little bit. Here you see I'm just dumping my power. That's just so that she stays out of her diamond form, and that way I can just parry her. You see right there, hit a little re-parry, and yeah, this way I can just get easy openings and not have to worry about her being in diamond. And yeah, the Emma Frost fight goes great. You can see I'm bringing my my 6-star Human Torch to war these days. He's only at rank 2 here, but I just opted to bring the 6-star instead of the 5-star, mainly for the increased base stats, but also the adrenaline. The adrenaline healing is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. That's one of the biggest deals about having 6 stars. And yeah, my Human Torch is rank 3 now at this point. So yeah, we'll be bringing him as a rank 3 to future wars. Now this next fight here is a Venom, and I've never done this fight before. You see we start with a bunch of weakness debuffs, but as soon as we throw a special, it gets rid of them. And yeah, this node also has the get richer, which is whoever has more buffs gets passive power gain. So this node's pretty weird. I was a little bit worried about it, but yeah, once it was actually very easy. As soon as I got into it, you know, just get off that first special one, nullifies buffs, and then the fight is under control. Now, in this fight, I'm actually able to do the full Doom cycle. You know, in the last Doom fight against Moleman, we weren't able to, but here, I'm able to, you know, just Doom it up. And yeah, when I could actually do the Doom cycle, fights are just so easy, man. It's really a joke when you can use the Doom cycle. I haven't used Doom in, like I said, quite a while, but I put in so many hours with this guy in the Abyss that the Doom cycle is locked in my brain. Like I know the Doom cycle like the back of my hand. So yeah, no problem playing with Doom. And yeah, that Venom fight went really well. So there's all the path fights done now for this war. Now we get to Mini Island. And again, I did all this on one set of boosts at the end here, which was great. So I got 2 mini bosses here. So a Sorcerer Supreme and then a Dragon Man. And we're going to take both these guys with Human Torch. I ideally wanted the pre-fight for the Sorcerer Supreme, but unfortunately I had to use it for Emma Frost. So I'm coming in here with just regular old Torch. And I'm going to opt to put on a regeneration boost just in case. This mini boss nodes doesn't really have anything to worry about. It's if they get a regeneration buff, they go unblockable. But it's buff, the keyword there, not passive. So Sorcerer Supreme's regen doesn't count towards that unblockability here, so I don't have to worry. This node also has, what's it called? Basically, I can't reverse her healing. So there's no point in me trying to hit into her block with Incinerates to try to reverse any kind of healing, because her healing just cannot be reversed. So yeah, I opted to throw on a regen boost just because I knew I was going to be taking block damage. I'm not able to 100% evade her special one. I'm able to parry, block, and then evade it. That's just the best I can do for damage mitigation here. So you'll see here, I guess I didn't parry it there. I think here I do go for a parry, so yeah, parry, block, and then dex. She's a stubborn defender, so when I do dex, she is going indestructible, which is slightly annoying, but that's alright. And I keep getting so close to pushing myself into Nova Flame, but I keep just not quite getting there. She's just getting a lot of power gain, which is kind of annoying. Hit a nice little intercept right there, and again here I'm not at enough temperature to get pushed into the Nova Flame mode. It's so annoying. I keep getting so close to it. Again, we have enough incinerates, we're just not at max temperature. Here, finally maxes the temperature, applies some passive Nova Flames, she goes through a special, and kills herself. So that fight went great. I didn't even need the regeneration boost, and just her debuffs that she was applying from willpower was healing me up a good amount. Now, this fight here, Dragon Man, so I had fought this guy in the off season with the pre-fight, and it went pretty well. The guy had suicides though. But here it's actually better to not have the pre-fight on, because if you apply an Incinerate to Dragon Man here, you can actually able to parry. You can see that little icon under his health. It's on cooldown right now. When that's not on cooldown, when it's blue, if I parry, the stun will reflect, but an Incinerate turns it off, so it's perfect. And yeah, I'm just gonna opt to block his special one, because it does like barely any damage and actually applies a debuff that's free willpower healing. And every time he has his power gain buff, I want to make sure I can land a parry to turn it off, just like that. Right here I get pushed into my Nova Flame, which is great. So yeah, I'm just going to throw this, because I'm assuming that it's going to kill. Right here you see I actually stun myself, but he drops, and we actually finished that fight with a full yellow bar. So I just found that was pretty funny. Finished the fight stun just for some style points, as Dreamin would say. And yeah, that Dragon Man fight went flawlessly. So I'm feeling really good at this point, but now it's the big bad thing final boss. So my Void, haven't touched him this whole war. He's at full health. I got my boost going. I'm also going to throw on an indestructible boost because it really helped the last time I did this fight. I don't know if I would have soloed it without one last time. And yeah, this one's a bigger and badder thing. So I have some debuffs that was applied from a Mr. Fantastic. Shout out to Carl for placing those for me. So the debuffs, I don't really care about like what the debuffs do. It's just having the debuffs on thing is going to just deal extra damage with Void because he deals damage based on debuffs. Here I'm just repairing at the start to build up my destructible charges. And you'll see I threw a heavy attack at the start of the fight as well, just to refresh those Mr. Fantastic debuffs. And here I refreshed them again, but things not at enough power, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to worry about trying to keep those active. They're going to fall off, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't need them. It was just nice to start with them. And you see at the start of this fight, I don't give him any space on me. I hit his block and I back him up because I don't want to lose my spacing this time. As a big mistake I made last time. Hit a nice little intercept there. You'll see in this fight I'm intercepting a lot more. I don't know why. Like I don't try to intercept in these boss fights. It's just like if I see and feel the opening, I just go for it like naturally. That's just how I play the game. So and maybe now I'm also just a bit more comfortable with the boss fight after last time. So here you see he's starting to get some room on me, so I'm going to hit into his block, push him back a bit, and just try to also that's another method of baiting specials is by hitting into their block. Sometimes it works when they just don't want to throw it if you're dexing. So here again, I'm always going to try to use my special one when he's at 13 rock stacks. That's the ideal scenario. And again, he's not throwing it, so I'm like, all right, I'm just going to back him up, going to hit into his block, let him back up. He's got the stubborn and indestructible, but that's fine. I don't care. What I care about is not getting stuck against the wall and keeping my spacing in this fight. I can't let him push me back too much. So right here, he's going to throw his special. He's at 10 rock stacks, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, special 2, and that's going to give him a full bar of power and also perfectly 15 rock stacks, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. And we get the perfect spread on our L2 debuffs as well. We get a 1 weakness and 1 degeneration, which is perfect. You just want, again, more debuffs, the more damage Void deals. So that's perfect here. 2-hit combo. Throw the special 1, push him to 15 rock stacks once again, and try to bait the special out. Let's see. He's not wanting to throw it here, so you see again, I'm just going to start hitting into his block. He pushes me back, I push him right back. I'm not going to get backed up this time. And you can see the fight's going pretty good. You know, we're over halfway on his health bar. We still have a lot of time left. I still have a lot of health left. Everything is going really good at this point. You know, if I can just stay on this pace, no, we're looking good. So yeah, hit a nice little intercept right there again, and then push him to 15 rock stacks. Hitting protection on my special attacks, which is okay. As long as I'm not hitting it on my basic attacks, then it's fine. Because that's what I was a little bit worried about with my boost, but we did the math and everything, and yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we still got 2 minutes left, and he's at 20% health. He's cooperating, he's throwing those specials, still got tons of spacing. Everything is going really good at this point. Here he's at 11 rock stacks, so I'm just gonna start blocking. Just turtle up a little bit so I can bait a heavy and then push him to exactly 15. And yeah, here now he's just throwing those specials for me, so that's great. We get double Fear of the Void up, so my attack just kind of goes through the roof. We trigger protection there. Here, gonna throw a special 2, trigger protection again, just because, you know, we're hitting so hard with Fear of the Void active, and we're getting a little stuck against the wall, but that's fine because he's almost dead. And boom, 6-star rank 3 thing drops to the floor. Didn't even need the invulnerability boost, and I was just feeling so good, man. Feeling so good because, you know, the 565 thing boss fight was sketchy, but then, you know, we took on the 6-star rank 3 and no problem. Didn't even need the invul boost. Only used 1 item this war. 8-fight war. It's pretty great, man. Definitely my best war so far this season, so I was really, really happy with this one. And it was also a really big increase to my stats. So we're now 36-2, 95% solo rate. My power rating went through the roof. It went up by almost like 12 points. We're at 40. We went from 32.5 to 44.32. My difficulty of my fights also went up a lot because we're taking the bosses. and I've been in 7th in BG3 the entire season, and now I moved up to 3rd and 6th overall in 4 Loki. So yeah, man, my season started out from like pretty good to now like this war really took me up to another level. So that's great, man, and we won the war too. Forgot to mention that, but yeah, we won the war. So yeah, it was just one of my best war of the season so far. It felt so good after soloing that boss and the entire war map on my fights. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Drop a like for that rank 3 solo. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hope you guys are enjoying the war episodes. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.